Well, this seemed like as good a time as any to start recording because, well, we are having some movement. You can see it's been jagged, came up here, bam, we are punching down. This is Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart. It's 1:39 in the morning on Mountain Time. My goodness. Well, this is just in general super exciting, you know. Bitcoin ETF gets approved and you get this spike when I was sleeping, by the way. That was fun for everybody who was awake for it. Oh, sorry, I have to adjust in my chair because my cat, Bunny, is still in my comfy chair. She says, oh, yeah, we need some kitty love when the price is puking, huh? Okay, I'll bring this back. Yeah, okay, so today is Friday, January 12th, 1:40 in the morning, and Bitcoin is playing out its basically a head and shoulders pattern, I believe. Up. Maybe this one? Yeah. Well, maybe if it didn't manifest as head and shoulders here, it did. There's an inverse head and shoulders here, an inverse. Anyway, the ETF announcement comes out, and of course, what happens is there's a big spike and then a drop. So maybe the questions to be asking are, when we're looking at these trend lines, these ones that I have drawn, specifically just this hourly, what is it, 4 hour up? Is it daily? Daily up. Yeah, so if this gets punched through down at 4,500, well, I guess that would maybe be in line with this down step pattern. But anyway, that would be concerning for me, as an investor. That's concerning. And obviously, we're certainly looking for a top here. Looking at a daily, I mean, this is just uppity up, 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 up. So the goal, and I think a lot of people's hopes were that it was going to blast up to some of these lines I drew, and it almost made it to 49.4, but alas, it was not to be. So the real question is it over now? It's January 12th. New moon was yesterday, for whatever that's worth. Yeah. I have a feeling that it's super possible that the ETF money concept is, I guess you should take the BlackRock people for their word when they talk about it on financial news things, It's a long-term thing. The win, in their opinion, is that they got it approved. Anything beyond that, they're not going to openly speculate about. But I think it's fair to guess it's going to be a shit ton of money that flows in. And more likely, it seems to me, would be something like a crash to bring people in. Because in this article I was just reading, there could be, it could take time for the ETFs to be available, and for then the main thing though is that it's like you want big institutional investors, hedge funds, billionaires, trillionaires. You want those people to be able to buy this stuff. But really it's the retail paying attention that gets everything fired up. And so I guess if I'm sitting here saying, how is retail going to be drawn in? I mean, if the price goes up, that happens. If the price goes down, it also happens, I think, but I don't know which one brings in more people. More money. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud. Let's try to keep this much more concise. Yeah, I'm having fun here recording crypto videos. I'll be interested to see what happens here. I want to see if we can maintain this trend, or break it. And Eric Krown from Eric Krown Crypto tweeted about the level of 57,750 as a daily close for Friday, that's today. So if Bitcoin can close the day today, meaning at 5 p.m. my time, Mountain Time, then the Boolahs would still have it, as Crown would say. And I'll be interested to see if that plays out. Also, the extra level dynamic for this is that Ether Bitcoin is on a tear. Dealt with the bull market support band. It appears to have opened the day above it and is maintaining it so far. We came down and tested it today. It's moving up. I mean, that's either a top or it's consolidation here to test for this macro trend line. And this is the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation, meaning, ETH divided by Bitcoin, or Bitcoin divided by ETH more accurately. How many Bitcoins, how many ETHs do you need to have a full Bitcoin? And right now that answer is 17. 17. It was 20. Jesus Christ. Earlier this week. What is this on the daily? Big peak there. 20 ETH if you'd have traded a Bitcoin for ETH at that moment. That would have been pretty good. That's one divided, so that's the flip of ETH Bitcoin. But if you're looking at ETH Bitcoin, the ratio of Ethereum that makes up a Bitcoin is it's 0.05680 right now and climbing. But this is pretty big downtrend here. We get a nice break of the trend, and it responds with a test of the bull market support band and even selling past it appears. So this is the 26 moving average, and then above that is the trend line. So if we just jumped right to the trend, it'd be 0.06. That would mean that this would have to be failing its bull market support band, which it is, because it's the same chart just flipped. And that would mean, what would 0.06 look like here? I can find it. Maybe. Like this. Bear with me. Bear with me. So that means if it was to come down right now, all the way, it could bottom down here possibly, or push through it at 16 ETH per Bitcoin. Yeah. I mean, a weekly close above the bull market support band. Has that happened? Yes. Failures. Yes. Fail. Yes. Fail. No. Yes. Fail. Okay. Well, we got a couple days left in this week. Going into the weekend. It'll be interesting to see that weekly close. And where this is going to go, because right now this is just a ratio essentially, and it really doesn't price. This is just the ratio of the price between the two. So if they move at the exact same rate, or similarly, like right now, Bitcoin is down 1% and ETH, it's only down 0.66. So right now it'd be better to have ETH over Bitcoin if you were trying to preserve the USD valuation of your portfolio. Sorry, I should remember to look at the camera sometimes. Maybe it would help me if I put it over here. Better? Better? Yeah. Looking good. Feeling good. I think. You know, these are just fluctuations. I decided to record right now because movement is happening. Very exciting. Let's see what's happening. Holding above 57,750 for now. But it's got 8 minutes, 15 minute. Stochastic is down. Volatility is expanding. Direction is pointed up right now. You know? Who knows? Bam, bam, bam. I mean, is this bullish or bearish? I guess I don't know enough about TA. Technical analysis. This could be a frickin'... I feel like this could have been a head and shoulders or whatever the fuck. This is 15-minute chart. What am I doing? Go up to the 4 hour. Yeah, okay, so this was my fear. This is what I wanted to cover. Just from my own notes is there, and don't think I count that. Basically, my concern, how do you do a draw? That one probably. So say it comes back up even to like here or so, and then comes back down, or even goes that way and then, or, you know, like this, but there's a wick. That's messy as shit. So like goes like this, some version of that. That would be a big head and shoulders pattern, I think. You know, right there, whatever. It would be like there. Drawing lines. It's very educational, I'm sure. Yeah, so possible head and shoulders. I mean, if it just falls through, it doesn't matter. But that's what I'm kind of looking at. And in general, looks like shit's just bleeding, you know. Okay, Tau. These are all things I can't buy on Coinbase, so they're at the bottom. Litecoin super is super disappointing in my opinion. Being honest. Can we just go to regular? All right. Excuse me. Flow. Don't know what you are. ETH Bitcoin. It's bumping a bit. These are Bitcoin ratios. Super's doing well. IMX. Sui. Not to be confused with Say, which is not doing great relatively. Okay. Yeah. You know, looks like ETH Bitcoin is breaking out above its bull market support band, or trying to. If it actually does, that's pretty big. I think dominance is coming back down. I'd use my little drawing tool here. I would say it's going to go down. Then maybe back up. Like these. Maybe even higher. You know, what if we go to 70? Some crazy number. Probably just from, it would be from Bitcoin crashing, but the rest of the market doing worse. It could be really bad. And the evidence for something like, that happening, or the support of something like that, would be, in my opinion, the breakdown of ETH Bitcoin, because Ethereum is the king of alts. Bitcoin is the king of crypto. And the two compared to each other is an important ratio to understand and pay attention to, because if ETH Bitcoin can't hold its macro valuation pattern here, if it breaks like it did over here and broke down, if it comes back down into here, well, you're going to want to be in Bitcoin. So the predominant thinking, if you're not just gambling on microcaps and other things, then, you know, big picture macro perspective, ETH Bitcoin's very important. This ratio is very important. I mean, imagine if this just imagine somehow, you know, comes up, down, and then just, what if it just oscillates again? $18 minutes. Good God. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm doing this, you know. I'm going to try to bring more actual, real insight through paying attention to things. But this is where I think we're at right now. It's either this or... Can I flip this? No. Or if I can, I don't know how to do it. Anyway, it could also be the other way. You know, that's the main thing, is that if we're paying attention to history, then it could just, you know, come up here, bounce, be rejected, come on down. That would be really crazy. You know, looking at these. Yeah. So it either oscillates or it crashes, and if it oscillates, that would be different than the past. It just hangs out up here. You know, I guess that would be it oscillating, actually. But if it does it up here, you know, if it doesn't crash, that's, I don't know. A lot of people have felt very strongly that it's going to. So What's next for me? I mean, I think that's it from my review right now. Just wanted to pay attention to this, totals going up. Previous trend lines with moves around this time, would suggest that it could come up, hit the middle of whatever logarithmic band it's on right now, which happens to be about 2 trillion. So, looking for that, and based on that, like if we were to, in my opinion, if we hit 2 trillion and we haven't had a pullback yet, that might be the time for the pullback. I'm not fucking educated about like this shit necessarily, in the sense of, I didn't go to school for this, but trying to pay attention. I wonder if I could find that channel. Parallel channel. See if this is the same thing. Yeah, but do it more. Huh. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at that. Well, we're doing it live. Doing it live. That's fascinating. Look at this. Just being real. I drew this just barely on the fly. Let's adjust it there. Just that there. And look at, this is the total crypto market cap. The middle of this band. So the point was, it bounced off right there. 2019, which is kind of the rally after the dump, which is what we're experiencing right now. It was just, I really thought that was it. So the fact that it did not dumperoni like last time and instead just climbed up more means, I don't know what it means. Last time we made it to the middle of this band, and then we dropped literally, boop. And I guess you could even just put this here instead, which might make way more fucking sense. Wait. You're gonna let me do this? I need to move it. Ugh. Okay, let's try it again. Oh my god. Welcome back to today's episode of Asher Draws Lines. Continue with these lines. Okay, thank you. Oh, I was like, man, I'm fucking going crazy. We've already hit it. But no, you view that top to that bottom onward. You can see we actually ended up closing. This is total market cap. Remember that. This is all of crypto. All money that's in crypto at all. And we can see we actually caught at the bottom of that, at least closing on a closing line. On a closing basis, right there. Then bounced back up, double tapped it, came below it, and then just moving our way back up. So this did not take as long. Like from bottom to hitting the top, 27 bars on the weekly. From the bottom, I don't know where's the bottom to where we're at now, 59 bars, taking twice as long. So moving up to hit this channel, and I mean, what did it do last time? It just said, fuck you, and then it was done. So this could very easily just do the exact same thing. Up to 2, about 2, it looks like. Call it 2 trillion. Oh my god, I'm rambling. Okay, well, that's where we're at. And oh, these are my solstice lines. All right. Well, I'm doing a video every day, and I'm going to get better at it, and I'm going to make more useful content. But I just got to output something, and this is what I'm paying attention to right now. You know, Bitcoin, ETH, ridiculous, fucking altcoins. Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching my video and paying attention. I'm going to get better at doing this, I promise. But for now, that's been my market review. I'm sure I will check in again tomorrow. So I will see you then. Have a good